Hey there, and welcome to another unboxing video from On. We've got some really good stuff today, some funky fun finds. So this is the most recent box for the newest season of being an On ambassador. And I have a couple different boxes here to show you. This is the big guy, and it got sent in 2 different shipments, and I already opened one of them, and I'm already wearing some of it, so I will show you what I've got on at the moment. This shirt here, nice little crop. Oh, I gotta show you the back of it. So this top, super cute, is made of the clean cloud material, so it's all perforated, very airy. It even has these little guys here, extra perforations. It looks like it's honestly might be made to hold your bib or something. I truthfully am not super certain, but it's what it appears to me. But regardless, it's really comfy, really airy. So let's open up some of the other stuff. Okay, I lied. I opened up one more and I've worn it already. But this shirt was a collab that On did. Similar sort of deal, very perforated, very light and airy. It's got the cool logo on the front from the collab. Kind of an oversized shirt. Back of it, it's got these cutouts. I'm not quite sure if you can see that. Some cutouts in the scapula area. So kind of fun, kind of stylish. I wore it to run yesterday and I liked it. So next up, some good stuff here. Hang on. This is the innards of the box right there. All right, we've got the Pace Mesh long sleeve tee. This is the cropped version of this, and obviously a tank top. But this is gonna be the same deal here, super perforated. It's got the clean cloud tech, so very lightweight. Long sleeve tee. There's that guy. Don't want to get those dirty. Got another one of the core tees. These are one of my favorite shirts to run in. They're just literally simple, lightweight techie t-shirt. So nothing super crazy, but it's just a really great staple. And I got it in this nice tangerine color because it's very pretty. And I have a little crop in this color too that I love. So core tee. This one's exciting. Once I get it unfolded, this is the racing singlet. I've been waiting for this one to come back in stock because I really love this limelight color. There it is. This kind of yellowy limelight. This tag is kind of bothering me. Hang on. There we go. The yellow limelight, it's very pretty. And just, again, I'm saying this about everything, super lightweight. But it's a great racing singlet, and I'm excited to get some races in it in the spring/fall whenever I'm healthy and running fast again. But it's got kind of a cool, I don't know what you call this exactly, kind of like a little accordion. There's definitely a phrase for this, and I'm not thinking of it, but like a little bit of an accordion fold, pleated maybe, in the material in the back there. And it's got obviously a nice little logo there, perforations for some extra breathability on those hot race days. So that's my racing singlet, should I choose to not wear a racing crop. Another staple in my wardrobe is a big t-shirt. I love a big t-shirt. This is gonna be the club tee. I have this in black, so I decided to get it in white. Give myself 2 options there. So a good heavyweight material. I love to wear this just on a nice comfy day off of training or just after a run, just because it's so big and oversized, and I like it. So yeah, just a good heavyweight kind of cotton tee. Feels really high quality and definitely recommend it. And it's kind of just got that good street style, kind of sleek look to it. The, you know, I'm not trying kind of look that everyone is loving nowadays. So that's that one. Last piece of clothing that I've got here. What are we looking at for time? 5 5 minutes. Last piece of clothing that I've got here. Another pair of the race shorts. Good split short. I've already shown you these, I'm pretty sure, with the last unboxing video, but it's got the zipper in the back to hold your keys or whatever you need to hold. It's got 2 pockets there for gels. So I've worn these for many a runs, many a long run. This is my favorite running short right now. It's got a really nice cut to it. Kind of cuts up a little bit on the sides. It's got a good split there, which is right now with the heat and humidity in San Diego, which everyone from anywhere else is gonna be like, shut up, it's not hot and it's not humid, but it feels that way to me, so I'm gonna continue to express it. It's just really great for that weather because it doesn't stick to you quite like a spandex does, obviously, and it's just a lot airier and it dries a lot quicker too, in my experience, because I sweat a lot when I'm out there in the heat and humidity. So that's been my favorite short to run in. I got a couple little socks to restock. So this is just the Performance Run sock mid, and I got it in black as well. I have a few white pairs, wanted to go for something a little different. Again, these are one of my favorite pairs of socks to run in. They're just thin, lightweight, just that nice little like mid-crew cut sort of. And I have no issues with them, and I don't get blisters and I don't lose toenails, but that's more of a shoe sizing issue that I can talk about later. But they keep my feet feeling comfy, and that's what matters, and I get compliments on them all the time, which is silly to me because they're just socks, but people comment and people seem to like them. So that's those 2 there. Pop those there. Okay. This is the stuff I'm really excited about because I've got a couple pairs of shoesies. So one of them is going to be the, here she is, the Cloudsurfer Max. This shoe is replacing the Cloud Eclipse, which was my all-time favorite shoe from On. I ran so many miles in it. Let me show you one second. This guy here, this is the Cloud Eclipse. This is my favorite training shoe ever. Probably ran most of my miles for my last couple marathons in, not this exact shoe, but this model of shoe. And it's just a really great, like, higher cushioned without feeling too squishy, just daily trainer. It's got a speed, this is so gross, I'm sorry I stepped in something, but there's a speed board in the bottom, just like all of On's shoes, to just give it a little bit of that extra, not the traditional sense of a stability shoe, but just to give it stability throughout this cushioning system that they use here. So it feels a little bit snappy still. So I feel like I can comfortably kind of pick up the pace a little bit. Not necessarily as a workout shoe, but if I'm just kind of feeling good on a run and want to go like a little bit quicker, they feel comfortable to do so. But they also feel really great for just a kind of longer, slower, relatively slower, like 20+ mile run. And they've just been making me feel really good. So this has been my go-to shoe forever. But they have updated it technically and renamed it, kind of rebranded it, I guess, as the Cloudsurfer Max. So that is this gal here. So the Surfer Max is essentially the same shoe, just slightly different. It's going to have a little bit more padding around this heel counter here. The heel's a little bit stiffer as well, just to kind of give some extra like ankle stability, I guess, and support. Sometimes I don't have an issue with that really in my shoes, but sometimes I hear people saying that they want to feel a little bit more structure around their ankles. So I'm thinking that's kind of what the reasoning was behind the update on this. The upper itself feels a little bit more structured as well. Not necessarily thicker, just more structured, so a little bit less like movement up in that upper piece. It's obviously not moving a lot because there's some cardboard in there right now. But the lacing system locks you in super well still. You can see that there. I did tried out a little 4-mile run in these on the last like 4 miles of a long run I had done a little while back. And they felt comfortable. I mean, I was happy with them. It definitely feels like a firmer shoe than the Eclipse, so it is a little bit different, but it's still got that speed board in the bottom. It's got a really solid just roll through for the gait cycle, and it still feels responsive enough, so I think I would still use this as just a solid daily trainer, just kind of a workhorse shoe for most of my miles, warm-ups, cool-downs, just easy runs, less so for those kind of speedier days, or if I'm doing some, definitely wouldn't use it for a threshold shoe, personally, and probably not for the, like, quicker aerobic days that I do, when I'm kind of trying to like tax myself a little bit without doing a full workout, the almost like zone 3-ish, 4-ish kind of runs. So I would probably choose a different shoe for that, but for most of my just daily miles, this is the shoe I would go with. The next one though, I haven't even gotten to try this one out yet, and I'm just itching to. Let me show you. Okay. This beaut here is the Cloudmonster Hyper. So I've never owned a Cloudmonster. I've tried them on multiple times working at the running stores and like at Milestone right now. And I've always just chosen the Eclipse over the Monster. Even though the Monster is their also like kind of max cushion shoe, it just feels more, and this is speaking for the older version of the Cloudmonster, not the Monster 2 that's out now, or the Monster Hyper. But the previous Cloudmonster felt much more firm to me. I wasn't a huge fan of the heel counter initially. It feels a lot different now. It feels more flexible and softer. I was just noticing some stiffness in that heel of the very first one. So I never really chose that shoe to run in. That being said, the new Cloudmonster 2 feels amazing. I would definitely run in that shoe, but I had never had a chance to run in the Hyper. And this was one that I was curious about because I was seeing it used a lot as more of a long run shoe, or for those kind of like, I would say maybe for those kind of aerobic threshold sort of days where you're still going for a run and kind of taxing yourself, but it's not really a workout. So it still gives you some good responsiveness. The Hyper is built with a slightly different foam in here that gives you a little bit more of a rebound, a little bit more of a stiffness, but in a performance sort of way. So that's kind of what the shoe here is going to be used for in my shoe rotation, at least. So I would like for this to be my long run shoe, and I would like for this to be my maybe aerobic day shoe, but I'm gonna kind of toy around with that one because sometimes I'll use like a nylon plated shoe for those aerobic days just to give me a little bit more bounce, and also kind of aid in that recovery process a little more. But I'm gonna play around with this one and we'll see how it feels. I went for this cool little like orange pop colorway just to kind of give it a little pizzazz, you know, and goes a little bit with the pop of color in the shirt. I like a neutral with a pop. So that's what I've got for these. And I'm excited to try them out. I probably won't try them out for a little bit because I am still coming off of that injury, but I do have an update on that. And it's that I got to test out a little run, well, like a walk jog, and I did that yesterday, and the foot felt good in that it wasn't hurting afterwards. So I kind of noticed it a little bit during my run, but not like a pain. I think I was more just very aware that my foot was there and that there's maybe something in there that was bothering it at some point. So it feels like more of a hyper awareness sort of thing. So I'm going to take today off of running, most likely, and I biked this morning, and then I'll try it again tomorrow and we'll see how it feels again. I had done a mile run and then I walked for a few minutes and then ran another like quarter mile and was really tempted to push it, but decided not to go too crazy with it. So held back there. Was running in my handy dandy Cloudsurfers, which I think are still in the car. So I will definitely be taking these guys out soon to give them a try. I think it'll feel pretty good on my foot too, since it is a little bit firmer than the previous shoes that I was wearing, and I think that might help my foot feel a little bit more confident. So this is going to be my new little companion on my trial runs. So that's a quick update on the foot and the injury. That's my haul from On that I'm pretty stoked on. and I just really can't wait to get back to summer training and share some fun photos and videos of all this cool new gear. That is pretty much all I've got for today, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day and great rest of your week, and I will check in again soon with some actually kind of exciting news and cool new updates on my life and what I'm doing. So I will talk to y'all later, and that's it. So bye!